opponent. It is about you and your lives. It is time we had a president again who was a champion for working people and middle-class families. We are stronger as a nation when everyone is doing better, not just the wealthy and the well-connected. They've had a president for the last 7 years. I want to be a president for all. And we will focus on education. There is nothing more important than to give our young people that passport to opportunity. So let's start early. Let's be sure we help little kids get a good start. I want to have free kindergarten programs, Head Start programs for young children who need some extra help to be successful. Let's focus on children who don't come from English-speaking families. Give them the tools they need to do well in school. And I want to work with our teachers and our students to end the unfunded mandate known as No Child Left Behind. Because we are leaving children behind here in Laredo and across America. I know we can do better. And let's have more programs like Gear Up and others that help kids stay in school. And then let's make college affordable for everyone. To me, this is the work of my lifetime. I have spent all these years working to make life better for children and families, for working people, for those who get left out and left behind. And I know that education still is one of the most important issues in the Hispanic community because we still have too many young people who drop out of high school. 50%. So will you work with me? Because together, I will be a president who gets up every day and says, what can I do to help families prepare their children and help young people stay in school so they can earn more and support themselves and their families better. And I will also work to give every single person access to quality, affordable health care. Too many people have no insurance. The emergency room is their doctor. They show up, they wait. And they often don't get taken care of because they get there so late. They have diabetes, heart condition, cancer, asthma. They have all kinds of problems, but they don't have any health insurance. I think it is morally wrong in a country as rich as ours that anyone would be left without access to quality, affordable health care. I will work with you, and I know how we can do this. We can give you the same opportunities as your member of Congress has. Henry and I, we have the congressional plan. It provides a lot of choices. I want to open it up to every single person. We will say if it's good enough for Congress, it's good enough for the people of Webb County. And we're not going to leave anybody out. And this is one of the big differences between my opponent and me. Because I believe it is now time to work with our doctors and our nurses to make sure we leave no one out, and I have a plan to do that. He does not. But more importantly, I will rein in the health insurance industry so they cannot make life or death decisions. And we will get the economy going again for everyone. Jobs are the best way that a person can be lifted up that ladder of opportunity. So let's create more good jobs, and let's also begin creating jobs with clean, renewable energy so we're not for those who have worked. There's a lot of work to be done here at home, and there's a lot of work to be done around the world.
Yes.
And we must restore our leadership and our moral authority. And it begins with ending the war in Iraq. Everything they were asked to do. And it is clear that they do not have any more to give the Iraqis, because the Iraqis have to make these decisions for themselves. I will start bringing our troops home within 60 days. With honor and distinction. You need a president and a commander-in-chief who will serve you and make sure you have the compensation and services you deserve. I have worked on behalf of our veterans for many years. I fought to get the kind of benefits that are so important. And I will continue fighting. We're going to fully fund the VA. We're going to make sure that our young veterans get a 21st century GI Bill of Rights that will give them money for school, for homes, for business. As your commander-in-chief, I make you two promises. Number one, I respect, admire, and support our military and our military families, and I know that we have the greatest military in the world, but force should be used as a last resort, not and secondly, I will take care of our veterans from our youngest to our oldest. And I want to pay special attention to the veterans of my generation who served and fought in Vietnam. Loudly and clearly across the world that the United States wants to work with you. That when President Bush and Vice President Cheney leave, the world will let out a sigh of relief. We have to be ready to say, let's work together on global terrorism, on global warming, on global epidemics. You know, the United States must be the world's leader, but you cannot be a leader if no one is following you. Right now, people around the world are on the sidelines. They're not siding with us. I will make it very clear to our friends and neighbors to the south, across every continent, that they once again have a president and a partner who will move our